been to Davao. I've seen how it's safe there. How a woman like Sam O could go out at 1 in the morning, just walk and have coffee. I mean,
which you can do in Makati, and is that a Binay thing or is that a Makati thing?
In Makati, I mean,
you can do that. Absolutely. 1
yeah,
a.m.
pero
yeah.
it's a business district kasi it's a regular parang residential house na may kapihan sa kanto. You get what I mean? Besides, yun nga, I just look at the track record. He has proven everything.
Sure.
I mean, he has a good
none of this scares you then. Okay.
No?
All right.
I mean, in a good side, I think he's an LGBT advocate. Kapag nakita mo women's
oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's the one thing I think I love about him most is that he's an LGBT guy.
I think he's a secular.
Hey, listen. Can I just throw a little curveball at your way real quick? Sure. Now, this speech thing that happened yesterday where the P.I.K. Pope, this was on television, if I wasn't mistaken, right?
Whoa, so it just aired like that without being
Yeah, so it just aired.
Damn.
Now, the thing is, of all people in his time and in his experience, he would know that cursing on air is breaking the rules.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's beyond bad.
Yeah.
You can't use those words on air, ever. We don't do it. Nobody can do it. Certainly not in that capacity where he did it in. The disregard for those rules is a little bit appalling for me. But I'm trying not to be biased.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, man. So you can throw track record. The city's great. Okay, but there are rules though we still have to follow. And just because you've got a great city on your resume doesn't mean then you can go ahead and say, I'm to the holy of holies, on television.
Well, because right now, we let's admit that we all vote on whatever is what we are advocating for, right? Right now, I'm advocating for peace and order. So, I mean,
okay.
That's the best interest that I have.
Maybe peace, but not order. You're not you don't put those two together when you're talking about this dude, because there's no order in taking the law into your own hands. But that's my personal opinion. Thanks, buddy. Have a good day.
Thanks for the comment.
Thank you. Bye bye.
631-0899. Does it scare you off, or are you good? You're okay with this? Like that last guy, Nika. What do you got?
Well, I think that going back to your point of when people were so in love with how badass he was. Even if it was, whether you heard it from him or you heard stories about him, it was always towards someone you felt deserved to be, badass. Like, he was talking about corrupt politicians. He was talking about the faulty system. He was talking about drug pushers, polluters, rapists, criminals, and stuff like that. And you were like, yeah. And then all of a sudden he goes for the Pope, and you're like, oh, wait. Hang on there.
Nicest guy in the world.
Right. It's like you're defending Kobe Bryant, and you're like, oh, but Kobe makes all the tough shots, and then he throws up 3 air balls in a row, and you're like, all right, you know what? Maybe not.
Well, bad example, but I get what you're saying. There was a fan base, a cult following that emerged because this was Robin Hood, and then all of a sudden, boom, he hits the Pope or the objectifying of women, and you're like, okay, wait a minute. You know what? The badass has crossed the line.
Yeah, there's a line there.
You should have kept it just about criminals.
I think a lot of people were, in love with the idea of how badass he was, and are now starting realizing just truly how extreme
it might have gone to.
How
to
extreme he can be sometimes.
Reckless, I think, is a good word. Yeah, it's a bit troubling to me how.
I personally, though, I mean, obviously, I don't condone it. I don't think it's right to say anything like that in that manner on live TV, most especially about the Pope. But if there's a bright side to it, I think I appreciate someone running for president who's just honest with who he is. He's like, I'm not going to PR you. I'm not going to come out with some commercial.
I think that's also marketing. I think that is also the PR move is, hey, look at me. I'm so different from everyone else. So I'm going to be a little bit reckless and I'm going to be a little more in your face. Remember, this is the same guy that tried to persona non grata Ramon Bautista last year for his hipon joke. Why so sensitive back then? And then yet you can do the P.I. Pope thing when that's the same. It's not even the same gravity of insulting joke. Saying hipon and calling the Pope a son of a bee is completely different in levels of offensiveness.